Hello everybody, my name is Samurai Man and this is Samurai Man Customs. Welcome to my channel. I'm very excited today because today is the first video I've made in over 14 years. And I think I still have some of the old videos up, so if you want to check it out, the link is in the bottom. And I was just doing regular reviews of stuff. So right now we're going to make something. I got this figure from the dollar store. Some of you might recognize it as from the Final Faction line. If you don't know what it is, it's a crazy dollar store figure event that they had. And they had like a TV show, well, an internet TV show. They had a comic book, and they had a bunch of figures. And it did pretty well. It lasted, I think, 5 years. And these figures are super customizable. This guy came with wings, so obviously he was the Falcon, Marvel Comics Falcon. But I like this guy because he looks like Blade. And that is the figure we're going to make today. We're going to make the Blade figure. Now, I know some of you got never seen the movie maybe, but we're talking about this guy. Wesley Snipes, the original Blade. So we're going to make him. We're going to transform this guy into this guy. Yep, we can do that. Now, first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the dollar store and get yourself one. I got about honestly, no lie, I got about 500 of these, probably more. So we're going to start with the basics, all right? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to grab some masking tape, and you're going to go ahead and mask off the head. Okay, I got one already done. Mask it all off as far as the neck will go. Okay, go all the way around. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just as long as it covers up everything. Then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna go outside and primer him black. And then don't primer him with regular black, not the glossy black. You want to get, let me see here. You want to get this black here. This is the flat black primer. Any flat black primer will work well. It doesn't have to be Rust-Oleum. It could be anyone. And so we're gonna go ahead and tape his head all the way from the neck, and use small strips of tape. I use, because I had it on hand, I have this kind of tape. So you just want to cut about an inch or two off, and then just cut them in strips, and go along the neckline. Go along the neckline right about here like this, and then just cover everything up real nice, because Blade is always in black, and that's what we're going for. So once you get it, go outside, primer him black, both sides in black primer. Okay, let it dry. It's cold out here in Chicago right now, but if it's summer, 30 minutes on each side, we should be okay. Now, once we do that, we're gonna go ahead and take the tape off. So I'm gonna put this on pause real quick, and then with the movie editing magic, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. So I took the tape off, and this is what it should look like right here. See the difference? The black suit. So we're gonna put him away. We don't need him. And we got everything painted black. We got him. So now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take some cheap dollar store paint, exactly where I bought the figure from. I'm gonna shake it up and just grab a little bit. We want to cover up the headphones, because he has headphones on. I don't know if you can see it with my camera, so crappy, but he's got headphones on, or some sort of headset, and he's missing half. I guess the headset goes all the way back there. So what you're gonna want to do is grab a little bit of this paint here. I use a stiff brush because I always make a mistake. I'm like the worst guy to paint. I hate painting, hate it with a passion. So let's go ahead and see how good I can get this, because it's been a while since I painted. So let's see. This is going to be kind of tight here. So, okay, so now go ahead and cover all the ears. Well, the headphone set. Go around all the way to the back of the head and around the... Don't paint the glasses. Leave the glasses green. It just gives it that... it breaks up the black. So go ahead and cover that up. Okay, just do your best. I got to get a new phone. So in the meantime, just go ahead and Just go along the black like this all the way around till you cover everything at your line of sight from the glasses all the way to the back. All right, everybody, we're back. I just finished painting them, and I'm a horrible painter. I am. So, just paint the back of the head as best you can, and then once he's dried up and everything, go ahead and spray the entire figure with any clear lacquer. I have here just your basic clear enamel, something. Don't get like frost or anything. Just get the clear finish. This one here. It dries in about 25 minutes each side. But since you're gonna be, me personally, I'm gonna be packing this figure, so I'm only gonna spray one side. Now I will spray the back of the head just so that the paint will stay. But for the overall, I'm just gonna paint the whole thing on one side because we're gonna pack them up. I'm gonna show you how to card them. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray this on both sides, and I shall be right back. All right, we're back, everybody. Now we're gonna go ahead and use the other figure while the other figure dries up. We're gonna use him as a template to make the cape. Now this cape is made. There is no cape unless you make it yourself. You have to, improvise. So all I did was I took a piece of plastic. You can get this folder, this piece of material from a folder, like the ones you get at Walgreens for like $2, $3. I think they're called Weston folders. But you have to make sure that when you go to the Walgreens and you pick it up, you have to make sure that you can push up against the material. If it moves, buy it and then you can cut it out. Because there's some that are glued on it and it makes no sense to buy it because you won't be able to rip it out. So I made a cape, but the only thing I did was I made a cape. Well, first thing I did was I put the figure like this. I put his arms behind him, right around like this, and I made two marks at his fists to let me know that that's where I wanted to make holes. And all I did really was just using the Star Wars method of the old figures. I just went ahead and just made an oval, a big oval, and then I just cut it to size as I went. And this is what I came up with. So basically, I just see how it fits? Pretty simple. So this is the template. It's already coming off with the glue. It's been a while since I made one. But I did copy it on pencil. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and cut it out here real quick. Let me get rid of that. And we're going to cut it, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect. You just want enough material so you can get it onto the figure because the figure has shoulder pauldrons on them. And you need to make the holes for the arms just a little bit bigger. I use these holes for reference. They're the size of a punch hole. So we're going to go ahead and make the holes bigger, okay? Now I'm leaving this on here white so you guys can see because my camera's not that good yet, so I got to get a better one. But once it's on the figure, it just looks like if it was made for it. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so now you can see here the holes. They're not going to fit on his arm. So what you want to do is want to go ahead and out of the edge of the circle, make it bigger. Just make the holes bigger, but not enough to where it comes out to the end. Just make the holes bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on pause, and then I'll show you what I did. All right, everybody. We are back, and I just cut the holes. You can see I went a little bit over to the corner, but it's no big deal. It's fine. So we're going to do a test run. We're going to put the figure's arms back like so. And we're just going to see, I don't know if you noticed, but he's got these shoulder pauldrons right here. Armor. So we need to make the hole bigger so it'll fit because you don't want to stretch out the material because then it'll snap and you'll have to start over again. So let's see. Let's put this one in here first and let's put this one in here second. All right. Here's the shoulder piece here. Let's get it in there. Now we're just test fitting it on this one until the other figure is dried up and stuff. I didn't prep it for the video. So we're going to flip the arm one this way. And then we're going to slowly, carefully, not to break it, we're going to put the figure's arm through that hole here. All right. So now we're going to turn it clockwise. And there we go. Look at that. Now, you can cut this or you can fold it. I'm just going to leave it as is because it's in the style of Star Wars, so you're not gonna be able, you're not gonna see it. I mean, it's up to you. If you want to move it around, give it that piece and fold it out. But it's no big deal. I like it this way. I've always done it this way, and I'm really happy with the results. I like it. I like it. Hopefully, you guys are getting a color there. It's a well detailed figure for a cheap dollar store figure. You can still get them. I don't know if they'll still be available next year, but uh, get them when you can. And again, don't paint the glasses. I left them the way it is because it just breaks up the black. Because he has brown skin plus the black, it just fits better. It just fits way better. I've never. Plus, even if I wanted to do the eyes, I can't do the eyes. So he's done. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to attach some accessories to this guy. Again, while the other guy dries up. Now the sword and this little piece is from another Final Faction figure that you can get at a dollar store. It's the female version. She looks like she's in red. I forgot her name, but she looks like Scarlet from the old G.I. Joe cartoon. If you ever had the figure, she looks almost just like her. And we got the back part, and we got the sword. Now the sword had a little bit of a ridge right here, so I went and I cut that off because I wanted to give it more of the movie look. If you want to paint it silver, that's up to you. Play around with it. Me, I'm not going to do that because it's going to be sealed anyway. And I just want a nice representation of Blade the action figure. So we got the sword. We got this piece, which, if you notice, it's made for two swords, but we're just going to cut one piece off because the Scarlet figure comes with two swords. So we're just going to use one piece and one sword. And then we have his gun. Now, this gun is a random gun from the Final Faction line. There's a whole bunch of guns, but I picked this one. It's bigger, and he holds it pretty well. But he's not gonna hold it in the package. Again, I'm packaging this figure. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna get this piece on there. So I'm gonna get my clippers. I got these little snippers, or whatever you want to call them. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna snip off one piece of it. Okay. So we're just going to keep one piece. That's the piece we want. Now, I didn't show you, but behind the cape, there's a hole where the screw was. So we're just going to go ahead and feel around, squeeze your fingers in there and push, and then there you go. You can feel the hole in there. So I'm going to grab, let's see. I'm going to grab this thing, like a diamond thing. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to push right in there. Let me see. I think, yeah, it's right in there. And we're just going to shove that piece in there. Let me do this off camera 1 second. We're going to push it in as far as it'll go. And I think we should be okay. All right. Oh, no, almost. Almost. I think I might need something a little bit. There we go. I'll use a screwdriver. I got a small screwdriver. There we go. I need to pierce the mechanics of the body. All right, let me do this off camera real quick so I can get it. Okay, here we go. All right, we got it. So it went in. So it should look like this. We're going to push it more in. There we go. All right. That's where his sword is going to be sheathed. How do you say it? Sheath? Sheath. Sheath. All right, and there's his sword. You can push it in more. I'll have to push it in more, but you know what I mean. It's a representation. That's all it is. So then what you want to do now is once you get that in there, you might want to glue it. Put some glue inside that little tab in there, and just stick it back in there and tighten it up. But we're not going to tighten it up yet because we're going to do that for the other figure. I'm just waiting for the other figure to dry. And then the gun is going to be on one of my blisters. I think I have a yes, I have a blister here. If you're interested in getting these blisters, I'll leave a link on the bottom. You can buy these in different sizes. You got the G.I. Joe version with little pockets on the top, but these are just your standard generic Star Wars 3 3/4. And that one we're gonna put right there with some tape. Grab a little bit of tape and just put it in there. I'll go as far as right about here. Before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and look him up once over, and he's looking good. It's looking good. So now, by the time we come back, I'm gonna go ahead and have the figure ready so we can go ahead and add the card. All right, everybody, we're back, and the figure is dried up. I already put on the cape on him, and he's looking pretty spiffy. I got the sword installed in the back there, and we're gonna go ahead and use this silver marker. This is a what is it? Metallic marker. I got this. I ordered this on Amazon. Around like $5 each. It's got a nice thin tip. You don't have to shake it or anything. So now it's up to you to add all the details that you want. You can add silver here, add silver there. Me, I just added to, like, let me see if I can get the camera here. Let me see if I can focus in here. I really got to get a new camera, folks. Sorry, but I've been out of practice, you know. The last time I did a video, I had a digital camera. So I went and did that right there. I'm just going to add a few more details on the pockets, on the sides of the pockets. Because, you know, Blade's got to have pockets. He's got stuff for everywhere. He's got weapons everywhere. He's like Batman. He's got pockets of weapons and really cool instruments. So pretty much I just put a few silver cents on there. Nothing major. I mean, you can use paint, but I like to use this. It's just so much easier for me. Again, I don't have a steady hand for a paintbrush. That's why I like painting everything black. It's just so much easier. So we're going to put that on the side there. And we're going to put his weapon on there. We're going to put his weapon. I got some, where's my tape? I had a roll of tape here a second ago. Oh, there we go. All right. We're going to use some of this tape. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece off. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the weapon on there, like so. And again, this is in the style of Kenner. Kenner had their weapons taped up to the side of the blister. So we're going to go ahead and do the same. Yeah, I like Star Wars. And the next video that I do, I'm going to do some more Star Wars theme figures. And it's so much. I love Star Wars. And I love Blade. Blade is also cool. So we're going to go ahead and, I don't know, just make a square just big enough to where you can just safely just cut it there. I think that's good enough. We're going to put that there so you can just get a good look at it. We might have to cut it just a tad bit more. Let me get rid of this, and we'll just, you know, doesn't matter if you leave your fingerprints. I got dirty hands, so, you know, so it'll work just fine. And I think that's it. All right, I'm gonna take your blister. I'm gonna put it right there. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. As long as it doesn't come out, you know. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's in there. Okay. It's not coming off, that's for sure. All right, so then on the next step, I'm gonna go ahead and get my you're gonna need double-sided tape. You can get that at Walgreens. It's like $5. And we're going to add tape along the edges, and we're gonna be cutting as we put the tape on there. There's several ways to do it. I just like to cut it as I do each strip, just so in case I drop it, you know. All right, so we'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. All I did was I took a strip of double-sided tape. I went across on all the. I went all the way around, and then just took some scissors and I just cut out all the extra tape. And you should be left with sticky tape on all four edges. So we're gonna put that on the side there. We're gonna move him over. I like the way he looks. He looks so freaking cool. It's black. You don't have to lacquer him. I lacquered him up. You don't have to, but I like it lacquered. Looks new. All right, everybody. So I'm gonna take. I got this cardboard. It's from. It's actually a comic book backer. You know, these little pieces of cardboard that you put in the back, in the inside of the comic book bag, so it doesn't, you know, mess up your comic book and keep it nice and flat. So we got these. You can get these for about $15 for a pack of 100. So that's really economical. So we're gonna put this right here, and we're gonna take. Let me show you guys what I use. There's a lot of products out there, but you might want to use this one. This is 3M Super 77 adhesive, multi-purpose adhesive. This is the only one I've used. I've used every single one on the market, and for some reason they all suck. Even Gorilla Glue spray. It has an odor that, you know. With this one, you can work inside the house, and it has no bad smell. So you want this one, 3M Super 77 multi-purpose adhesive. You're gonna use that. It's like $12 a can, maybe. But I order everything online because when I go to my local hardware store, they never have it. So instead of wasting my time, I'd rather just go ahead and online. I always order like 3 or 4 at a time. And we're gonna go ahead and spray the back of the card. So we're gonna use this image. And the work table that I'm using right now has a box on the bottom where I can place this on there, and I can get a nice flat surface to work out while I put the adhesive. So if you give me 1 second, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm assuming you can hear it when I spray. All right, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it, and I think we should be okay. All right, here we go. All right, now I got the spray glue right on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and carefully just place it right on there. All right, and I have a little rag here, a little dirty, but it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and just softly rub it in. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it over. With my hand, I'm gonna press it just so we can get a nice adhesion. You want the paper to stick really, really good. Okay, and by the way, I'm gonna leave a link down on the video where you can get custom cards. Not if you want a custom card, you can contact me, but I know a guy who makes them, and if you want them, he can send them to you through email, and we can keep them on a flash drive. And so there it is. That is A-OK. That's A-OK. But I never use just one sheet. I like to use one sheet of this cardstock plus one sheet of regular cardstock. This cardstock, you can get it from the United States Post Office. When I mail stuff, I get it. So I like to use this side. It's nice and flat. I just like to make my cards a little bit thicker, a little bit more sturdy. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my scissors. Now I use 2 types of scissors. I use scissors for paper and I use scissors for cardstock. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cut along the edge here. Let me see, along the edge right around here. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut just enough flashing off because I don't really need to use all that cardboard. Plus I gotta spray it again, so I don't wanna waste, spray. So let's go ahead and try not to go too close. Sorry. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this off. All right, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm trying to keep a steady hand for the camera. All right, so let me clean this up here. And this is what it should look like. We already got the edge cut, and now we're gonna take this. We're gonna face it this way because I want the image on that side. All right, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna do the exact same thing I just did. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. I'm trying to do this all in real time, guys. All right. All right, here we go. So I got it now. So I'm gonna go ahead and place it right in there. All right, nice and tight. Again, we're gonna flip it over. I'm gonna hit it with my hand just so I can get proper adhesion, because now we got the cardstock glued to another cardstock. All right. So once we get that initial part done, which is almost ready, just give it a couple more seconds just to push down on it. Now it's ready. We're going to take a ruler. I personally like to use my metal ruler. I've had this ruler for almost 20 years, and you can see it's all scratched up and dirty. It's already has a slight bend because I like to use this side instead of the metric side. So then we're going to go ahead and cut using a sharp blade. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put the blade and the ruler close together. And we're going to go ahead and, I did this on my other previous video a while back. So what you want to go ahead and cut right around the line there. Go nice and smooth. Don't go all crazy. Just nice and smooth. Remember, you got time. Don't worry. All right, here we go. Yeah, you don't want to tear up the paper, so you want to go ahead and there we go. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and take that off. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on all four on the other three corners. So I will be right back. All right, and we're back, everybody, and this is what it should look like. All four corners cut. I'm not gonna round out the corners. I have a corner rounder, but I'm not gonna use it. I like to keep it, straight, just like his blade. Give it that edge, and then it should look like this on this side. So now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and add the back. The back is easy. You don't have to worry. We're gonna make it look just like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray it again in real time so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, we're gonna spray that. All right, we sprayed it. Now we're gonna grab the edges. And we're gonna go ahead and carefully just place it edge to edge. Doesn't have to be perfect. Like you see right here, the glue, one thing about this glue that once it dries is instantaneous. But it's okay though. We can fix that. We got a lot of room to fix that, all right? A lot of room. So once that's done, we give it a nice edge. Make sure you press on the edges. All right, now it's all a matter of just, because you can see blade has a lot of space here, see? So now we're gonna take our razor blade and we're gonna go ahead and cut the excess off before we do final trimming. We're gonna do the final trimming on this, okay guys? Let me get that in there. Okay, that should be good. Now let's see the other side. Any other side that needs to be trimmed? No. Okay, so now we have a lot of space back here. As you can see, we have space all around. So now we're just gonna cut some excess space just to make sure that, we, save some, because the shorter the cut is, the less prone to bending. You know what I mean? So we're gonna cut it right around there. We're gonna go slow on the first one, a little harder on the second one. And sometimes when you got a good blade, it'll just cut right off like it just happened with this one. All right, so then we're gonna do the back. Now, always gotta check because blade has some words on the bottom. Nope, doesn't have anything. So we can go as far as here. We can go right around there. I think that's far enough. I don't use really a guide. I just eyeball if I get it straight. If it's a little crooked, it's all right because it's a custom action figure. It's no big deal. Okay, so let's see the other side. That's perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and cut some of this off. Actually, quite a bit off because you don't need all that cardboard. Especially since I make my own boxes, I already have a preset size, so any excess will make it hard for me to fit the figure in. And then on the top, plenty of space. That's what I love making this card. It gives me the freedom to like cut it short. And we're gonna cut there. All right. And I think we might be able to cut a little more. We can get away with cutting. Yeah, we got a lot of space. So let's cut a little more. I like to cut a little more. Again, it's up to you. I like, when I usually cut this, I usually cut them all the same. So I have it preset in my mind how much I want to cut. So we'll cut that one off. And then we'll cut a little bit more from the bottom. Again, it's just to your taste. You don't have to. We'll go ahead and cut that. And then we'll cut the last one because you just want to make them both sides even. All right, so we'll cut it right around there. I think that should be enough. I don't think we'll cut any more. Now, if you want any of these figures, especially if you want it already made, you can contact me. Leave a comment down there. I will give you a link to my eBay store, and you can pick them up. They're like between $20 and $25 complete with the blister and the figure, the card, the weapons, everything for $20, $25, I believe. Okay, so we got the back. We got the front. I love it. It's gorgeous. Okay. So now we got the blade figure all set up. I added a little bit more highlights to the silver. Probably can't see it that much, but again, you can paint the blade silver. It's up to you. You don't have to. Again, you don't have to. So we're going to go ahead and take our figure. We're going to place them right on there. Let me get a good view on there. Look at that. Isn't that nice? So now we're going to take our blister. I work with a lot of dust, so I have to make sure that there's nothing in there. If you do have something in there, just go ahead and blow it. It's not a big deal. So we're going to go ahead and place the blister right on the figure, but we're going to go right around the edge, right around this edge here, not the outside, but the inside edge. And right around there. Now, I'm not going to press down on it. Not yet. So that's pretty much what we want. Nope. No, wait a minute. No, not yet. Right there. We want it right there. Edge to edge. Okay, so we got the blade. We got the blade figure. We got the sword. We got his cape. And we got his weapon. So now all we need to do is just press up on it. Press up on the blister. Press down on it. And I got this little handy plastic stick. Don't ask me where I got it. I don't remember where I got it. I've had it for a few years. I don't know. It's the size of a popsicle stick, but it's made out of plastic. Honestly, I don't know where I got it from. I don't know. I could not tell you even if it meant to save my own life. I don't know where I got it from. But I've had it for years. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to hold down to the figure down where you want it. And just go ahead along the edge and just press down on it. And you're going to see the tape stick to the actual cardstock. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and press down in here like this. Then turn it around. Go again. Right on there. And it's almost invisible. This tape is really good. This tape is really good. So go ahead and then just go all the way around. Hit the inside so you can get the good adhesion. Very good adhesion. And guys, I think we're done. We got a blade figure here. He's done. Done. We got the front, the back, and the front. And I think that's cool. So now I'm going to quickly put this on a turntable and add some music. So stand by.